Hi, this is Paul from Outerloop Coaching and outerloopcoaching.com. I'm with you in this video to talk about 3 great merch table ideas that you are not doing that you need to do. It's going to increase the amount of stuff that you sell, both on the night of, while you're there at the gig, while you're standing at the merch table, and into the future. And let me just add, this is not going to be a video about what products you need to have, how you could sell this widget and that widget, and yeah, there's plenty of videos on that. Maybe I'll do something like that in the future. It's also not going to be on some of the basics that you probably already know. I know you know things like credit card processing. You got to be able to do it on your phone, and you got to be able to make a hotspot from your phone to get to your computer, so that way you can do it from your computer if you need to do that. You already know about having tiers of merchandise at certain price levels. If you don't, you should know it. Having something that's free, having something that's like $1 to $10, maybe even $5 somewhere in there, having something that's in that $15 to $25 range, having something that's $30 to $50, and so on and so forth. You're not going to hear about that here. You probably already know about things like how to ask your fans for what stuff that they already want. You know about how to sell your broken stuff at the merch table, all your broken drum heads and broken sticks and all the rest of it. And you're going to make money on that junk. I think I've told the story before about a band that I heard about who autographed a slice of pizza and sold that damn thing. You're not going to hear about that here. You're going to hear about some pretty unique ideas that you need to be doing. But the first one is actually not extremely unique, but it's one of those basic things that I see so few bands doing nowadays, and it breaks my heart. It is an email list. Now, in the old days, we would just have a pad of paper, people sign it, and then at the end of the door, we're trying to figure out, is that a T, or is that an L? Is that an I? Is that an S? What is it, right? Don't do that anymore. Invest in a small tablet, a cheap tablet. You can get them for usually less than $100, but something that you can get the Wi-Fi signal either to the venue or to the hotspot that you got from your phone, and be able to get people to sign up their email address onto your website directly, so that way they can confirm the email address in real time, and you don't have to spend hours and hours at the end of your tour typing in people's email addresses. Do it right there and reward people with something when they do it. Give them a little sticker, give them a discount, I don't know, whatever you want to do, but give them something for that. Let me add a little bonus on that. I saw Jordan from Against the Grave do this for the first time a few years ago. I'd never seen anybody else do it before, and it's such a great idea. Using the tablet as a price list. It looks really great, looks really slick, especially the way he did it. He'd be able to really make quick edits when the prices need to change, if the venue or the promoter's taking a commission on your sales, all that stuff. If you need to boost the price because you only got limited merch left, all that sort of thing. So you can use the tablet for a price list and then switch and use it as a place for people to pop in their email address to get something. So that is the first idea. Idea number 2, why is nobody doing this? Now, look, everybody's got their camera on their phone, and people are loving taking pictures. They love coming to the merch table and taking pictures because that's where you are, and they want to take a picture with you. If you're the singer, as soon as you get off the stage, or you're the guitarist, the lead guitarist, and everybody's coming to see you, whatever, you got to get off that stage as fast as you can and get to that merch table and let everybody know that you're going to be there. And then when you get there, you better have a backdrop, maybe even one of those vertical signage things that you can buy for a couple $100. It's a little pricey, but trust me, it's killer. You need it, and you stand in front of it. Make sure that that signage has got your Instagram, it's got your Facebook, it's got your Twitter, it's got your TikTok, it's got all that stuff on it, and it's nice and visible. The logo, the name of the band, nice and visible, because that's where you're going to stand in front when people are taking pictures of themselves, or their friends taking a picture of the two of you together. You're taking group pictures in front of it, and then they're going to share it on their social media, and all their friends are going to see it, and they're going to recognize you. Now they're going to recognize you in front of the band name, in front of all of your social media, and that is great. It's great for your virality. If you're making funny faces and all of a sudden everybody wants to share their friend, picture of their friend and what they did at the gig the other night. Now your all your socials are going to be right there. Your YouTube channel. Oh my God. Figure out a way to get the YouTube channel on. Maybe there's a way you need a quick little like Bitly or something like that that takes people to all these places. And that way you can add to and take things away as time progresses. But have a sign. If you don't have the budget to get one of those vertical signs, then get that fold up really nice and slick and, you know, all that sort of thing. If you don't have that kind of money, it's okay. Just do it with something, an old bed sheet if you need to, but just figure out a way with some PVC pipe and some duct tape or whatever it is that you can pop that sucker up so that people are taking their picture in front of it. It looks a hell of a lot better than looking at the door to the bathroom or the rest of the merch table or whatever it is. You want to get all that information out everywhere that you can. And if people see that signage and they're like, geez, wonder what that's going to be used for. Maybe, oh yeah, I bet you they're taking pictures. Oh, I saw my buddy who lives in whatever market the tour was earlier, took a picture in front of that. Oh, I've got to be here. I got to come back to the merch table. And make sure that everybody hits your merch table first and then comes to you to take the picture. If you got a little bit of a line and you got somebody who can work the merch for you, if you got nobody, you're doing it on your own, you're just going to have to get creative about the way that you position everything. But make sure while you're shaking that hand that there's money getting into that hand. If not before, then soon after. Sell your merch. These are fans and they need to support you. At least make them feel guilty about not giving you any money. So that's idea number 2. Number 3, nobody does this, and maybe this isn't the exact idea, but something like this. You go to the grocery store, and if you take the little handheld, basket, right, and you only can put in maybe 6 or 7 things, you fill that up, it starts to get heavy, you don't get any more. But if you pull the big basket is so super big and you roll it on the ground, you stuff that thing full of stuff. Think of the same thing with your merch booth, right? Your merch table. When you don't have something for people to put it in after they buy it, they only go with the 1 or 2 things that they are going to carry for the rest of the night. I mean, oftentimes people go to the merch table at the end of the night because they don't want to be standing around with your stuff all night long. All right, good. I'm going to walk to the car from here, right? But then the problem is that people see the line and they're like, I thought I wanted to buy it earlier. Now I don't want to stand in a line. I just want to go home. I'm tired. I got to go to work tomorrow, right? All that stuff is going through their heads. So make it easier. Give them a bag. Give them a plastic bag. Make your logo really big on it so that they feel, first of all, the first thing that happens is they want to fill the bag. And that's what you do while you're standing there. You put the one thing that they want. You put the shirt in or whatever. And you're like, hey, there's room for more in here. You want to put an LP or, a few patches or whatever else you're selling? And, you ask the question. This is called upselling. People oftentimes have a really hard time saying no. So take advantage of it. I'm not saying take advantage of your fans. They're going to love you for it, right? You're giving them more of you. They will love you for it. They might regret spending so much money, but by then you've already filled your gas tank and you're off to the next gig, right? Take the money. You deserve it and that much more. Having a bag and then asking whether somebody goes, hey, anything more you want to put in the bag? You ask the question, they will more often than not say yes. Also, people see other people walking around with your logo on a bag and they go, where'd that come from? Oh, merch. They must have the coolest merch ever. Look at these people. Even there's only 1 or 2 people with the plastic bag, they're going to go, that must be some pretty cool merch. They're going to go to the merch because you're advertising that you're selling stuff and you're not even doing it. You're just letting other people. Now, when you buy the bags before you go on tour, there's things you got to take in consideration. First of all, they take up space. The second thing is you're like, I'm not making any money on the freaking bag, right? Not directly. Indirectly, you will. So consider investing in it. Sometimes it could be like 40 cents to 75 cents, maybe even $1 for some bags. I promise you more often than not, it will be worth it. Now, of course, somebody buys a $5 patch or a $2 sticker. You're not going to throw it in your $1 bag. This is for t-shirts. This is for hoodies, LPs, more than one CD, anything you can't fit in your hoodie pocket, your customers can't fit in the hoodie pocket, you put it in the bag. The bag is an awesome thing. Nobody does it, and you should do it. So, and I should add the upsell idea, you don't even need to have a bag to do it. Feel free, and if you're not doing the merch, you got somebody else doing the merch, train them. Make it that it's regular and routine, that when somebody comes up to buy something, they always ask, you want to throw on something else? Hey, would you be interested in this too? Ask them and force the customer to say no. People really have a hard time, especially if in the back of their head, they're like, man, I don't know. Should I get that? Should I not get that? Should I get it? Should I not get it? And then they get asked for it. They're like, oh, I was leaning towards no, but now that you asked, yes, let's put that in there. And they're happier. So make it happen. All right. So those are the ideas. Again, a backdrop or some vertical signage to take some photos, selfies in front of. Number 2, you need a tablet for your pricing and for email signups. Number 3 is a bag with your logo. And of course, sort of like an addendum thing is get good at upselling. It makes such a huge difference. You know what? It's so hard to get people from lingering out in the venue to come to your merch table. It can be so hard. The bag will help with that, but it'll be really hard. But once you got them at the merch table, sell stuff, man. Sell stuff. Get to the next gig. And I'm telling you that the gains from this stuff is almost exponential, where you sell an extra $20 every night, an extra $50 every night at the end of a tour or at the end of a run of dates, or even like just the 12 home dates that you do in your in your hometown over the course of a year. That's $600 if you're able to make $50 just on each one, just because you asked a question. And I promise you, it works. All right, so that's it. 3 great band merch table ideas. This is Paul from Outerloop Coaching. Please do me a favor. You watched to this point. Like the video, gosh darn it. Give me a comment down below. Anything that you've done that works, anything you've seen other bands doing that work, sell it, put it down on the merch. Put it down in the comments. I'd love to see it. Share the video, appreciate it, and subscribe, goddammit. And I'll see you next time.